And hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pumpkin Copter Cast, the only video game show. So today I am joined by a person I have had the good fortune to run into at this most recent PAX South, and I am joined by the streamer ShamBamTYMaam.
Hello.
And, it took me like a solid week to realize that was a reference to at least three other songs. So, yes, let's start it off with just a introduction of you, if you don't mind.
Hi, I am ShamBamTYMaam. Everyone just calls me Sham or Shammy, or they make up nicknames for me. It's fun and cool. But I am a content creator, of course. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. It'll be 3 in May. And I have a lot of fun doing it. So I like to make people laugh.
So, how did you first get into video games?
Oh, since birth, basically. My mother, she's young. She had me at a young age and she was into video games. So I kind of adapted that from her and kind of took over it, really. First system was a Nintendo that she had, and Mario Brothers 3 was the first game that I played. So, yeah, I was from the womb into the video games. Hand me the controller.
Apparently, 'cause I'm remembering a story that, according to my mom, before I was born, she would play the first Super Mario Bros. Game a lot, which would explain a lot about my, primary hobby. So, huh.
It's our parents' fault.
And what would you say was your favorite game and or games growing up?
Oh man, though Mario was my first love, I believe that Sonic, the moment my mom bought us a Sega, I think I was in love mostly with Sonic the Hedgehog from 1 through 3. Of course, Streets of Rage was another game that we frequent a lot. Of course, Mortal Kombat, no one could beat my mom, but but yeah, those were my favorites. And of course, as the years went by and the game started developing, there was always more favorites that popped into the play, like Crash Bandicoot and Tekken and Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, all of those.
Okay, and what would you say is your favorite game and or games now?
I am super duper addicted to Stardew Valley as of late. I stream that a lot. There's also Super Animal Royale. It's a small game that's still in its beta. Free on Steam if you ever want to. Super Animal Royale is very underrated and very fun. You should definitely play it. So cute. Battle Royale.
Okay, and if you were to run into someone at a con, or you were just starting up a stream right now and new viewers just popped in, how would you give them the rundown as to what your streaming channel is all about?
I am a variety streamer who just started it as a hobby. I ended up growing a community that I've grown to love. My community is about being home and family. So whenever you come into my stream, the first thing I'll say is, welcome to my house. Feel free to sit back, take a seat. Don't ask for nothing to eat, except we'll offer you some jelly sandwiches whenever it's time whenever it's time for a jelly sandwich. But yeah, it's supposed to be homey. It's a homey place where you come. It's a safe place. Of course, I'm LGBTQIA. So I like to represent that, we're in for a safe place. There's no negativity. There's nothing but positivity in there. And of course, laughter. I am a comedian at heart.
Okay, and when did you start your streaming channel?
I've actually had the channel since 2015, but I didn't start streaming until 2017. Uh, I just, I don't know. I just decided I wanted to go ahead and just start playing just cause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my significant other actually worked overnight. So I was home by myself and playing video games with my friends, and I was like, I might as well record it because I used to do stand up back in the day. So it was something that was fun, and especially when I would talk a lot of mess with friends and stuff. And I'm like, this should be recorded. So it kind of ended up from there and started out as a hobby, and here I am 2 years later.
Okay. And like you just described the reasons, but as other than, just because you're at home gaming with your friends and you figured why not, is there any other reason that made you decide to put a bit more elbow grease into streaming regularly?
I mean, I did mention I used to do stand up, and I did miss it. I mean, because my significant other is a hermit crab, if you will. But me taking it, I think I started taking it seriously when I started doing like material that I used to do at stand up comedy places, and people thought it was funny. I was like, oh, cool! I actually can do stand up from my home, so I felt at ease at doing it more and doing skits and comedy stuff. So it was pretty fun. That's when I started taking it serious, and when people started saying, "Hey, it's actually pretty funny. You should keep at it." I'm like, "Really? Okay. This is just something to do."
Okay, and like so far, what would you say has been your favorite moment that has been captured in a stream?
Oh my God, I have too many favorite moments. When it comes to my absolute favorite, it would be getting rated by one of my partnered friends, Alrex. This was, I first started with no PC. It was just PS4, me playing, and a PS4 camera. And my friend Alrex decided that he wanted to come in and show me some love with over like 200 people. And I'm like, oh, first big raid. Hello, hi guys. I'm nervous, but hi, I'm Sham. Feel free to sit back and have a seat. I couldn't remember what I was saying, but it shook me. And then people were throwing donations and stuff, which that was the first time for me too. So it broke me. That one's my favorite, as well as my birthday last year after getting the PC. I had the PC, and obviously it was just a really great birthday, a really great stream that night because I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and cracking up with friends, and then a whole bunch of friends came in all at once, and there was a lot of love that was shown from my community that I wouldn't have if I wasn't doing this. I mean, the Bammies is a big part of my life now because of me doing this.
Okay. And like, what are some moments that have happened either way back when you started or more recently that would you say like pose like a challenge to you as a streamer and just a content creator on the internet in general?
Well, in the past, the problem for me was consistency. Being able to that was the biggest challenge, was trying to find, when I can do it and how I can do it, along with being a person who works 40 hours a week or more, as well as, just the regular stuff. Of course, you have your trolls who like to come in and make life great, but then but of course, after I grew some some tough skin over the last couple of years, and now I'm able to handle that a little bit better. But as of lately, as far as challenges go, I guess the biggest challenge before I started making the extra initiative was like getting noticed more. I was like beating myself up for not, I go to friends' channels and you see that people have a lot of views. Even though I had all the follows, I didn't have a lot of views. So it's like, okay, so what can I do as a streamer, as Sham, to make this more interesting for people to get their eye on it? And I started making changes for myself and for my stream to, you know, get more notice, and it's actually working. So pretty happy. I just reached 1,100. Yay.
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 And, going forward, provided that the world doesn't explode in 4 or 7 years from now, like, how do you want to grow your channel in the future? Are you is there like a piece of like technology that would aid you in your streaming that you're eyeballing, or is it like, or are you planning on introducing like a wider variety of content?
Well, obviously, one of the biggest challenges I had before was consistency. I've gotten very consistent with my schedule, so that's one plus. That's definitely helping with the growth. Another thing that obviously everyone's going to always want to improve when it comes to what they currently have versus what they can have technology pieces. Stream Deck down the line, that'd be awesome. Stream Deck, maybe a new processor for better things, new camera and stuff. But as I go along with upgrades, the personality is still the same. So you guys get this good stuff, whether it be on a PS4, whether it be on a PC that has like all the bells and whistles, you're still gonna get Sham. You can't get Sham anywhere else.
Okay, and so like of the games you've played so far, you've mentioned Stardew Valley being one of them. Is there like any game or genre of games that you say that you think like lends itself to your particular type of streaming?
Well, one thing that I had to teach myself was to try to be more open-minded with what I play. When I first started, I was doing a lot of Destiny 2. Destiny is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I haven't played it in a while, but Destiny's awesome. But I was like, well, I have all these other games. I was working for GameStop, so I was getting a whole bunch of free stuff that people, just gave to me. So I have all these other games. Maybe I should try them out and try to keep an open mind and just play it. So just throwing myself into it. To be completely honest, Stardew Valley was not my type of game before I started playing it 2 months ago. It was not. I was not into it. I haven't played anything like that since Farmville. And here I am now, like, give me another hit of that Stardew. but otherwise, I try to keep an open mind. Just recently, I played Haunted Halloween 86. They actually had a booth at PAX South, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's pretty fun. I plan on playing it again for stream and trying to, change it up. But I still have my schedule that I stick to as far as what I do on a nightly basis on my streams. So I still go with those flows, but I also do some new stuff here and there to try to shuffle it in so I can keep the variety fresh for them, so they know what to expect on nights when I'm doing the same games and nights when I'm doing a variety game.
And are there any games coming out this year that you're looking forward to bringing to your channel?
Ooh. There was I need to get a Switch. That needs to happen. That is something that needs to happen. I want to get that Animal Crossing. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think of it was cool before, but that Animal Crossing looks amazing.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. Now you'll know what it's like to get put into crippling debt by Tanuki wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
I've been I've been learning about that. I'm like, what? So I started watching videos about it, and yeah, I can't wait to try it out and to have something like that happen, so you can see my crazy reactions to it.
And yeah, so both like during your time as a streamer and just your time playing games in general, is there like any video game character that that's like that you'd say is like your absolute favorite, even with all the other games you've been playing over the years?
Video game character Luigi, like no doubt one of my favorite games is Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yes.
Actually, this tattoo I have on my arm says Player 2. It's a Nintendo controller, if you can see it. It's a Nintendo controller. It says Player 2. It's supposed to be for my significant other and I. But I chose Player 2 for a reason, because I want to be Luigi. Luigi has my favorite color on. He's taller. He runs funny. He's just underrated, and he's amazing.
Yeah, just wait till you get to Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yes, I'm excited for that. Oh
wait till you're just on Twitter and you just randomly find a video of Guichi dancing to Juice by Lizzo. It's a thing that exists, and that's how I discovered Lizzo. So
Gotta blame it on the Chiefs. Oh Lord, that'd be fun to watch. I gotta look for it.
Oh, you're in for a treat when you do. And
great, that's something that I can put on for meme night. Well, I mean, I guess I can talk with you about like what my schedule looks like for streaming. So
sure, go ahead.
You're trying to get familiar. Well, I stream Wednesday through Sunday. I'll say Monday, but Wednesday nights is usually my Friday. So it's Friday my way. I'll play whatever I want to play and listen to whatever I want to listen to, because I'm a music junkie first before I'm a video game junkie, if that makes any sense. I just together they're the perfect mix, like vinegar and oil. Also, Thursdays is Twitch Sing nights. Sorry. Me and a few of the Bammies, we like to get a little inebriated and do some karaoke. I mean, because you can't do karaoke sober. I mean, who does that? Friday nights is Bammy night. That's usually a community night whenever the Bammies get to vote on Twitter and Discord and also the Facebook and say what they want to see me play and play along with me. They can hop into the Discord, get more points for being in there and doing all kinds of stuff and playing games and just having a good night. And Saturdays, which is tonight, I do Super Animal Royale night with the girls. Usually my friends join me and we play and we try to win. Of course, there's more losing than winning and hilarious deaths. And on Sunday night, that's a time for my comedian to shine. I do meme night. I find videos throughout the week that I watch and we laugh at them together and I give amazing commentary, or try to. I also have the Bammy Baptist Church that shows up on meme night. If you want to know about that, pop on in for meme night.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
And yes, if there's anyone out there who wants to dip their toe into the streaming waters, like what would you recommend for them as a few like basic steps?
One of the best things that I have ever heard from anybody, and this is from my mod, the Network One. He's awesome. Follow him. One of the most awesome things that I ever heard was, don't pay attention to the numbers. People tend to stream and they look at the numbers and they start to feel discouraged because they're not seeing that people are in there. They're just seeing like it's one person, which is probably their bot. I've done it too. We all have done it. I want to tell you as a streamer, don't look at that number. act as if there's always someone there, because when someone comes in and they see you have an attitude because you're just one person there, then that person probably going to sit in there for 5 minutes and then go. You have 30 seconds to a minute to make a first impression. And if you're, pouting because you're not getting as many views as you would like, then your impression is just that. It's just pouting. If you at least believe that you can do better and just focus on creating the best content that you possibly can, then you're golden. And then the views will come, the followers will come, the subs will come, all of that would happen for you. That's the best advice I could give anybody.
Okay. And final question on this list, which everyone always understands perfectly, and there's never been any confusion of. ShamBam, thank you, ma'am. In your opinion, is video games?
Yes, video games is. And just to finish that, video games is my life. Yes. Yes.
Okay, and that brings us to the conclusion of this particular episode of the Pumpkin Copter Cast. I would like to thank ShamBam, thank you, ma'am, for joining me, and if and and if anyone wants to follow your streaming channel or your social media, where can they find you?
Every social media is ShamBamTYMaam. Everything. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Snapchat, hop into Discord, whatever. You'll find me. Just go onto Twitter. There's also a link there that gives you links to all of my social media. Love you already.
Okay, and yeah, so find her on the stream. Do whatever resourceful stream viewers do. Give her all the subs and the bits and the monies. And if you have any money left over when you're done and you want to give some of it to me, you can go to patreon.com/thepumpkincoptercast. So, and, as much or as little as you want. And, yep, and as I say at the end of every show, thanks to Ashley Jenkins, creator of Grapple Force Arena and Pedal Crash, most recently. Have a gourd day, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for the opportunity as well, Big Debbie.
You're welcome.